Built around 1767, Flitch House is a Grade II listed home in the Rochester Castle and Cathedral precinct. It began life as a 3-story double bay fronted house which lost a bay when half the house was burnt down during the food riots of 1796. The second floor was removed in 1955 because of its poor state. Alongside other works, the current owner wants to reinstate the second floor as a contemporary extension, to use as a pleasure lounge with fine views of the Medway River and Rochester Castle. The first stage is to reinstate the third floor of the historic facade with brick coursing, canted bay, dented corners, and sashed windows detailed to match the originals below. Behind this new facade, there is an M-shaped timber frame butterfly roof which spans across the top floor of the existing house. It touches down just once along Gridline K, as it is called on the setting out plans. This is to maximize the openness of the new living space and to ensure no point loads are imposed anywhere on the historic structure to cause damage. A system of flitch beams concealed in the floor deck spread and transfer loads from the new structure evenly onto existing perimeter and partition walls, even where these do not align with the geometry of the new structure. A flitch was the old name for a slab of bacon cut lengthwise into strips. Used from the 18th century onwards, flitch beams were a method for strengthening long-span timbers by bolting beams together. The introduction of steel plates sandwiched between timber beams from the late 19th century further extended this capability. All this comes to a head along Gridline K. This is where the span of the central roof valley flitch beam is halved using 3 forked flitch posts. There are 2 half V posts at either end with a central forked V post touching down in the middle of the floor, at the only point at which the entire structure interrupts the open plan. The 3 flitch posts along Gridline K are connected below floor level by a system of timber noggins between the floor joists and the tensioned steel strap. The concealed base plates to each forked post have 3 separate bolted connections, one to the forked post above, one to the spreader beam below, and another to the steel strap tying the posts together. All connection and splice plates to expose flitch beams, rafters, and posts are concealed within the structure. You only see the edge of the steel plate, the countersunk bolts, and the joints where the timbers are butted up or spliced into one another. Structural engineer Ian Richards of Allen Baxter Partnership agrees that the design is on the very limit of what is structurally possible. The results are: our client's house increases in size by 1/3, the new open-plan living space has wonderful views, and the new second floor protects, enhances, and extends the use and life of the historic listed building below.